Okay, guys, this video is about lead generation. Lead generation, our favorite topic. We don't want to do anything else. So if you're an IT freelancer, IT solopreneur, or IT business, this is something that you need to listen to. Why is lead generation so important? It gets us clients. If you think lead generation, marketing, and sales is not important, then I'm very sorry, I have to disappoint you. It is important. It doesn't matter if you like it. It really doesn't. Nobody's gonna be interested. As a matter of fact, back in the days, I didn't really like it. But I understood if I want to be not just a successful solopreneur, freelancer, later on an entrepreneur, a business owner, you need to be able to generate your own clients and not just be dependent on third parties. And I know this is a comfort zone that we, especially in the IT we are in, we are used to getting the project served on a silver platter from your network. Yeah, it's casually, here is it, and there you go. It's awesome. But you know, the world is changing. The business model is going to change. And it's dangerous if you are self-independent, so a freelancer, solopreneur, or a business owner, and your whole business, and thus life, because you're responsible for yourself, you're dependable on others feeding you. I could not sleep very well if I didn't know how to get in touch with my own clients. Doesn't matter if it's here, maybe with you in this very moment, back in the days with my clients, with my end customers. And this is a takeaway that I want to share today. Rule number 1, pretty simple. Find and use and stick to a lead generation method that is provenly working for you, for your business, for your market, for your niche. Do not try to reinvent the wheel. You don't come up with some bullshit. Just stick to what others are already doing. There's plenty of experiences we can use. This goes to all freelancers or IT business owners who just want to position themselves and want to scale their IT business. And this, as I said, goes to all IT freelancers and IT business owners who want to position themselves successfully on the market and build a scalable foundation for their business. In 2025, it becomes more and more important. But before we start with lead generation, let's take a short look. What is necessary for being able to do lead generation? So if we want to do lead generation, and I'm gonna get to that point, what do we need? We need an offering. You can't generate any leads if you don't know what you're offering. An offering should be a standardized service offering or productized. I'm going to call it SSO, standardized service offering. For that, you basically need a USP, unique selling proposition. For that, again, I might bore you with these points. You need a niche and positioning. You need an ICP, ideal customer profile, pain points. You need to know what problems their clients, their clientele have. You want to solve them. Makes sense, right? You need an offering for this. Yeah? If you have that, you can productize it or standardize it, as we already said. Yeah? If you have a USP or client avatar, even so to say. And then, out of the sum, you can start your first lead generation. Yeah? But very, very first, this is the topic for a video. We need to have problem solution fit. Super, super important. Number one, you need to know the problems of your client audience, target audience, and you need to have a solution for it. This is basically here. We are here. You know your target audience, ideal customer profile, your target audience pain points, and that matches with your offering magically. Yeah? And number two is the product market fit. This is done here by continuous validation. You will hear me talk a lot about validation. If you have a problem solution fit in your product market fit, now you can start lead generation. Pretty simple. Couple of milestones that I shared already a lot of times. For a lot of people, it might sound like buzzwords, but truth being told, talk to any other business owner, they will tell you more or less the same. As I said, necessities, niche positioning, definition and understanding of your target audience, an ideal customer profile, and a, so to say, sexy offering that resonates with your target audience. You need an USP, and ideally standardize to productize your service offering. Prerequisites on how you can start lead generation. And more importantly, your offering should be value-oriented. Very important. Different topic again, will be, actually is a different video as well. We call it, if you want to attract new clients, door opener packages. So something value-oriented in a given time frame with a clear end result. And it should make the client happy. It should actually, let's do a next graphic. Yeah. It should solve the problems. Let's talk about an offering. Yeah. Again, let's draw it down. What is necessary? Value. It should deliver value. Super important. What can value be? It can increase or decrease costs, something that is valuable to clients, or increase revenue, very, very generally speaking. Time frame, yeah, given time, how long does it take? Yeah, it should be, of course, something that is in a short time span. An offering must have as well a given budget, so something that is clear to the client. And it should deliver, like when it comes to money, and it should deliver an end result. So something where the customer sees, okay, if I'm taking this offering, this is what I'm getting. Super important. Not just time that we're offering. The offering is not time for money again. If you have the value, the time, the budget, and the end result, your client knows what he or she or it is getting happy. Yeah, this is the consequence. And it's clear to you because how much does it cost? How long does it take? And what will I get? And ask yourself, in all sales, in all projects, opportunity talks that you have, aren't those the 3 question marks that you usually need to answer? And now we know them if you have a standardized service offering. But let's talk a little bit more about how to structure an offering. At the beginning, it can be simple. Workshops, pre-analysis, audits, something like that. Case study offerings, yeah. It can get more complex after time, yeah. Projects, longer time, lifetime. Let's draw that as well. It's actually very helpful if you see what I mean. So let's say right now you're here, and get there. This is your offering. This is time. And you want to get, no, let's say your offering is 15K. Dollars, euros, etc. The next step, this is your offering. Again, excuse my handwriting. If you want to have this to your client, you need to structure your process. And I'm drawing this a little bit bigger. Yeah. You define your milestones that your offering, that your service offering has. Maybe you have 5 milestones. And in those milestones, you have subsequent steps. Yeah. And so on. Yeah. And this is the road where you can actually get the 15K. If that's your offer. Just broad example. So now you need to know, maybe in your milestone, you have subsequent 11 steps, maybe here. So that's also something that's going to help you actually define the price. Again, different video, expense-based or value-based pricing model. Now your client knows that on this stage, you're going to deliver, here's a value point, here's a value point, here's a value point, here's a value point, here's a value point. So he gets a clear end result. And that makes usually a client very happy. Very generally speaking, of course. What are good offerings? We can also draw that down. Different topic again. But if we then, what I like to have, let's say SSOs, yeah, standardized service offerings, workshops, audits, POCs, MVPs, and so on. Just give you some examples. But this video is not about how to structure offerings. This video is about how to generate leads, right? And one thing you need to know, how are leads structured? Let's dive deeper here. Lead generation theory. Yeah. So how am I going to draw? There's a pyramid. Let's say there's a pyramid. You have different sections. Yeah. This is important to understand. Here you have some leads that are super happy. Yeah. Here you have some more leads. Yeah. Should be a very neutral leads. Not to dive deep into the gender discussion here. But I think you get the point. These are people. These are more people. Okay, so it's pretty full here. More. The lead pyramid shows you how to get from cold to warm clients. Cold means that the leads do not know you at all. Warm means the leads know who you are, what you're offering, what you're standing for. And you want to ideally develop your leads from cold to warm. We're all cold. You might be watching this video, ask them what the hell is he talking about? So pretty cold lead for me. Maybe you have already watched a lot of other videos from me. That means you're a bit warmer. Yeah. How do we feed leads? Pretty easy. Content is one. Yeah. That can be inbound, by the way. Inbound means you create content that resonates with your target audience. People start messaging you. Inbound, they're coming in. Same goes for lead generation, messaging. Inbound, you message people that are in your target audience. You get them in. Very important, yeah? Paid ads. Super, super important, yeah, if that's going to go. It's very, very strong mechanism. Yeah. And then you have more outbound methods. Yeah, that's going to help you here as well, as we already said. It's going to be cold calling, for example, everything that's going out. Yeah, messaging on LinkedIn or any other social media platform. Pretty simple till now. So you want to warm the leads up. The warmer they get, the more likely they will buy. Goes for every niche. Yeah, it's nothing that, again, I'm inventing here. So if we take a look at this a little bit in detail, let's categorize these here. Let's categorize this pyramid. Here, they basically know that we are existing. Yeah, this is stage one, so to say. Yeah, they know, basically we can say, we sent them a connection request, for example, on LinkedIn. Yeah, they see us the first time, so first. Or maybe you have them in the DMs, yeah, you're messaging with them, email, or phone, inbound and out. Mostly outbound, to be honest. Here, that's mostly outbound here. Now you're moving into the second pillar. Yeah. And they now see you as an authority, as an expert in your field. That can be, they engage with content. So we get inbound. Right? We're moving here now. They like the content that you have and they consume, they resonate, or you trigger. So here's the second step. The top tier, if you warm them up, now they are interested. Interested, meaning they have questions. They actually react to your call to actions. They want to get into a call and maybe want to become a client. It's very important to understand this. And when it comes to warming up, it's a bottom up. Yeah, that's why we are saying we are starting here and we are moving our way up here through those different stages. Yeah. What I recommend here, yeah, for this stage, is completely more or less outbound. It's pretty simple. You shoot out, as we said here, don't need to draw that again. Connection requests, messages, yeah, stuff like that. That works pretty well. Very easy, let's say easy, cold outreach. Warms them up and first content. That's where we all start. Then we move further. So now we're a little bit established. Now, of course, cold outreach, like cold lead gen, never stops, but the warmer. Now you have more content marketing, so inbound, content inbound. You can have webinars, and you can have lead magnets. You can have podcasts, and all that kind of jazz. And you can start, if you don't do it a tier up, with paid ads as well. But you really need to know, I'm careful with the paid ads. Now here, definitely, here you want to have ads, your top tier. Yeah, a lot of things happening inbound. So you're doubling down on a lead generation method that is working for you. Yeah. Now outbound still it obviously also goes. Yeah. And this is important to understand, that there's a pyramid that really warms your leads up. Yeah. The theory is that a person needs approximately 8 hours to get warm with you. That's just a theory. We also discussed it. Bottom up, content, posts, articles, expert articles, everything, yeah, Here, want to get some inbound. Outbound, cold outreach, never stops. Paid ads, ad spend, ideally after content and outreach. Top down goes, by the way, for lead picking. I really don't have space anymore to draw here, but this is top down when it comes to lead picking. What do I mean with this? I'm gonna write it here, lead picking. That actually means that we want to have these warm leads, right? If we start with the warm leads, we are more likely to sell. We are more likely to help them. So whereas the lead generation goes from cold to warm, bottom up, the lead picking actually goes from top down. From the CTAs to the authorities, to the expert status, to the cold outreach, to the existing. And obviously, all this time you're validating everything with your target audience. And if you're asking yourself what a call to action is, it can be something to get someone in a call, for a consultation call, a webinar, into your WhatsApp or whatsoever. Different kind of things. Yeah? We got this. And I just talked about the point that in theory, a lead needs to have 8 hours to get warm with you. And we actually just recently had this in one of our mastermind. We also talked about this. You have someone here. This is a person. And he should get, let's just do it. Other sign. You need 8 hours or 50 touch points. 50 touch points means you need to get in touch with him or her 50 times. This is a fairly long time to get there. But you can shorten this period. If you are clear, again, with your niche and positioning, your ideal customer profile, a standardized service offering, and now you're sprinkling in with lead generation. I'm trying to draw that down. Some sales, and that's going to lead you and decrease the touch points because you have different kind of lead generation methods. And that's the video what we're talking about. Cold outreach, for example, on LinkedIn. Yeah? Sending out connection requests. DMs, messages. Super important. Content marketing. Everything inbound. Lead magnets. Webinars. Paid ads. Email marketing. Cold calling. Podcasts. And much more. Many, many different lead generation methods that will help you decrease this time and the number of touch point that the potential lead, a potential client will warm up with you. And it's very, very to understand the theory, why we do this in practice. Super important. Lead generation in practice. Number one is find a goal. Find a replicable method that works for you. Let's draw that down. Lead generation 101. Number one, find a method that works for you. You don't need to do all what I just wrote down. Start with one, be good at that. Start the next one, be good at that. Do not jump between multiple methods. Typically, that's a newbie mistake, by the way. For example, cold outreach via LinkedIn. It works for you, double, triple, quadruple down. Hit your limits, hit your KPIs, reach your limits, move to the next one. If one method works, Framework should be more and better. More, better, new. Mark that down. More, better, new. This is something that I picked up from Alex Hamosi. Yeah? Can we do more of it? That's the volume. Can we do it better? Quality. And can we do something new? So that's something that you always should have in mind. Again, I'm not inventing this. Yeah? More. Can we do more of it? Volume. Can we do better? Can we do it better? That's the quality. And new. That's the way you should think. First do it more, then do it better, and then implement something new. One method usually is enough to get you to 6 or even 7 figures. There's no secret behind this. Start, for example, with cold outreach and some content on LinkedIn or in any other platform. It's not platform dependent. Paid ads is something that I usually recommend doing later once you really know how to reach out and how to generate your leads and actually also turn them into clients. Because otherwise, you can also just take your money and, from my point of view, burn something. Talk about one-to-one warm traction. When clients are full, yeah, so only one content goes from one to many. That means you reach many warm clients. And then you have a stock. You can basically stock up the pyramid. That the top clients are full for lead picking. At this point, this is a little bit more advanced. We talk about the client stacking framework, which is, by the way, a different video as well. So picking only top clients. Yeah. Now the focus switches from sales to fulfillment. And the game starts again. And you can give action items if you want to do one-to-one warm traction. Google Sheets, Trello boards, PDF reports, Google Docs, whatever. Freebie. This you can go out to all former clients, all former colleagues, all contacts in your TA. Your platform is at LinkedIn, for example, and says that. And important. Important. In order to do, for example, lead generation on LinkedIn or on any other platform, you need to have a plan, a framework. For example, a direct messaging framework that fits. Not a pre-worked out script that somebody will give you and say, yeah, you just need to use it, copy and paste it, works for you. Bullshit. What we recommend is having a framework that will guide you, to guide your clients through the messages, to get them into a CTA, whatever the CTA is. It's not a script. You will develop a script out of it, but the framework, the orientation where you are. Are you in the qualification phase or in the empathy phase to build a relationship? Are you in the qualification phase, in the validation phase, in the teasing phase of your solution? For this, you need to understand the pain points of your TA. If you don't have them, this will be very, very, very difficult. Yeah. This needs to be known, this needs to be understood. If you want to know more how to generate leads for your IT business, if you're a freelancer or IT consultant business owner, you can just reach out to us here in the description are the links to reach out. You can send me a DM with lead gen and we'll get back to you with a one-to-one step-for-step plan that usually works. Whatever situation you are, always schedule a call and consult you for free. Yeah. So again, DM the lead gen and we'll get in touch with you. And question is, do you want to be ready for 2025? Because as you can see, the IT market is growing, but yet the problems of getting projects are increasing. How does that fit together? Only the strongest will survive. You can't be dependent on getting leads or clients from others. You need to take action, whether you like it or not. And I know at this very moment, if you're watching this video, most of you IT freelancers or even business owners think, I don't need it, I don't want it, everything will work as it is. You can flip a coin, maybe it does, maybe not. But again, if money, revenue, is the blood for your business. It doesn't matter if you have 50 or 100 employees or you're a solopreneur. What keeps your business alive is the revenue. The revenue comes from clients. And you get your clients because you're generating leads. So if you're outsourcing your blood, your delivery of the blood to your own body, which is your revenue to your business, you need to think if that's something plannable that makes you feel secure for your own business. I did that long time and I found that this is something super important I need to at least understand. So I really recommend taking action at this point. You should be able to generate your own leads for your business. That does not mean you cannot work with your network or whatsoever that worked already, but something that you need to take action about. And it sounds more complicated than it actually is. You don't need to pick your phone up and call tomorrow 200 people. There's way easier ways how to get that done. Next video. Stay tuned.